We are back on me together with my partners give us as we are going to discuss about today's topic, and you are welcome. I'm Dennis, the host of the show, and I'm going to let my panelists introduce themselves. Come back.
Good evening, our viewers. I would like to start with you about what is we ask you to give us your ears to like our show. You will enjoy it. Thank you.
Good evening. We have the show.
My name is Abela.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Today we are going to which is youth and LGBTQ plus. Today we are going to do the activism and advocacy done by young members of the LGBT community, discussing the impact of their efforts in society. Today, today I think our is that the youth. I think the whole topic of today is going to be surrounded by us. We are going to about today going to be connected to us who are here. I'm going to let my panelists to give some hints about the topic. Please don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel and don't forget But
Mr. Dennis, our host. I also thank you for keeping watching our program. I think for is interesting. We can talk about the LGBTQ community. Youth contribute a lot to letting the world know about the community, not the education of how they used to understand things, that used to have things in the they were free to come out and express what they were. Because we have been in this community for many centuries, and actually millenniums, 1,000 years ago, this community, but we have been our shows that we have been hiding and fearing to come up and show to their communities due to their follows of the time. So this current era where the phone is trending and is our time is youth. So I find that all you who are in the community really free to play out their free to bond their ideas, feeling that is, and they don't fear to air out what they feel, what they see, what they want. So I think it is more kind of LGBTQ communities now at least being known, even in the communities where it is not loud, but people are aware of it. I'm sure of the old centuries or back through the years, they didn't know about it. They did not know what so, the youth are contributing a lot. The case I can give is this program. We are free airing out on this HTV program, advocacy of LGBTQIA. It was not the case in the previous years. So the youth are taking that's what we say, expressing what we are, in expressing what is going on in the community. And what I say, and the elders, they are who are who are a bit but when they are still having the other mentality, they still fear to come out. How will people see me? How will people consider me? In my age, it has that in their mind. So that's as the group, we don't care. We just come out and express what you really are. You feel is what you say is what you express to the world. So with that, I can say that the youth is really impacting the LGBTQ community worldwide. Even here in Africa, it is sounding much within the youth, within our age. So that is what I can say by now. Thank you.
thank you very much. Also, let's hear from Gaetano what he's thinking about this topic, the youth and LGBTQ activists.
Thank you so much, Mr. Dennis, our host. Today's topic is a really wonderful topic. We are talking about the youth and the LGBT community activism. First of all, as my colleagues have said, like in the recent years, actually there was no technology before. But at least right now, you can even technology has improved from the ancient periods up to now. We find now right now we're in 2000s, but at least there's an improvement of technology in a way that it doesn't matter where you are. Like right now, we're in Zambia, but you find like we are seeking asylum in Zambia. You find people who, like the one who is connecting us, maybe to speak on behalf of the LGBT community that we have within this community where we are, is not with us here. So that's mean that there's that improvement in technology that you can communicate to someone, whether even the people, even right now, the people that we have on this platform who are following us, who are always there to watch our show, who are always there to support us in each and every kind of way that they feel like it's necessary, they are able to reach out to us through technology. Because if at all this technology wasn't there, you wouldn't have known that maybe I, Gaetano, exist in the LGBT community. But technology has improved a lot of things. It has impacted a lot of things whereby it has made all the youth to stand and maybe speak against the LGBT community. Because now, if you look at it right now, we have so many people who have flown to different countries maybe to seek asylum from. But not all of them can come up to speak the way we are speaking right now. They are not free to speak. Others still have that stigma of fearing maybe to appear on maybe all the social media platforms. You find like if at all, actually, I send my gratitude to HTV for bringing us this platform where each and everyone maybe can reach out. Actually, everyone can be able to reach out to us. Even the youth outside there can be able to listen to our programs. They are able to follow our programs. But if it wasn't because of technology, they wouldn't have been there to listen to our programs, to follow our programs. So through technology, and actually other actually in partnership with other organizations that are able to support the LGBT community, there have been an improvement in advocacy and activism of LGBT, because you have even social media, we have even TikTok. You find like there are so many people who are using those platforms to advocate, maybe to activists for other LGBT community who are not willing to come out and say, this is who I am, this is me talking. So they are not able. So in that, like, it has really impacted a lot in helping the youth to reduce on the stigma, to reduce on even the discrimination that are always there within the community. So in that, actually it makes us stronger. It makes me like, even if I feel like I'm moving out, I feel like I have the strength to move out boldly without even any fear, because at least we have people who are able to speak for us. So in actually another point maybe I can talk about is about social grouping. You find in those recent days, actually, you find like LGBT were there, but they are not recognized in the community where you could not, even a mere knowing that you belong to the LGBT community, the community first of all discriminate you. If you are not tortured, or if you are not threatened to live maybe where you are, at least you'll stay by the mercy of God. But right now, LGBT community, at least we have some days whereby they organize for pride. They have days whereby they organize for some other, actually some activities that belong to the LGBT community. So throughout those activities, you find like even there are some people who support us, but however much they don't belong to the LGBT community, but they are able to support us and they are able to socialize with us within the community where we are or where we belong. So through that socialization, you find like even the rate of discrimination, the rate of hatred maybe within the community reduces, because at least you are able to interact with the other heterosexual communities that you live with, that we live with. So in that way, you are able to socialize and know maybe this is what they want, this is not what they want. So you are able to fit within the community where actually you are hated most. So I think maybe in that way, actually, the youth have been able to stand, if at all, like they have been able to stand in a way that socializing with other people, it has really modified them, because even you find like in some parts of the countries, like even here where we are in Zambia, a mere knowing that you belong to the LGBT community, people will attack you. But being that you are able to fit within other groups of people, you are able to socialize with them. You find like at least you are able to fit with them. So in that way, maybe I would love to stop here so that maybe my colleagues can also add as well.
Thank you very much, Gaetano. I'm going to welcome our guest today also to contribute what she thinks about the youth and LGBTQ plus activism.
Thank you very much, Mr. Dennis. What I want to say about the advocacy of the youths have done a lot of advocacy online for I think 3 decades. They've been doing this advocacy, and they have really tried very hard to see that the advocates for their health to an extent that they receive health services because they used not to get enough health services. They were scared to go to health units like to the hospital to bring some who are sick or who contracted HIV, some needed Lucan, some who wanted a lot of medication attendance. They could fear to come out. At least the youth have always gathered themselves at least to provide means of the LGBTQ community youth to reach the hospitals. I can see there are a lot of hospitals who at least accept the youth around to always receive such services. And when I talk about the activists have always done a lot of work to at least advocate for the LGBTQ plus community, like to let people hear them out, to learn how to teach them how they could live. They always talk out because they also want to live a normal life. They want to go out there and work. If I'm to explain, let me say work. You find that there are some people who are not allowed, they're not given jobs. If they get to know that you're lesbian, you're transgender, you're a gay man, and then at the workplace they get to know that you're one of these, you're not given a job. Or even they make you lose your job. So they also want to live a peaceful life where they will not be scared about torturing them, insecurities. So they at least come out to say that we are also human beings. We can live with other people peacefully. So I will say that the youth have done a lot of empowering the advocacy online. Thank you very much, Mr. Dennis. That's all I have to say.
Thank you very much, my panelists, my guests. So, to add on today's topic, the youth have done a lot, have contributed a lot to the community. When you go and look around, you find that a lot of organizations, the LGBT organizations, are there because of the youth. All the leaders of organizations that are helping the community, the CEOs of these organizations are all youth. So I can say that they have done a lot, they have contributed a lot to advocate for the community, even to stand for those who are out there who can't stand for themselves. And these people, they have done a lot to see that at least our voices are there to be heard outside there. And another thing, they haven't stopped from creating organizations or starting organizations, but they have at least tried to create some health services to see that at least someone who belongs to the community, who can't go to a public hospital, can go to an organization hospital and get treatment that he or she can't get to a public hospital. So that's why I can say that youth have contributed a lot to see that our voices are heard in the whole world. So I think let's go for a short commercial break. Then we are going to come back with more of this topic. Thank you. Thank you very much, our viewers. Now let's go straight to the solutions of today's topic, and we see what can be done. See that at least more youth, the number of youth is increasing. Like the youth activists, the youth advocates that see that they are increasing in the community, so that at least the voices become at least thank you very much. I'm going to let my we are very sorry for that, but I'm going to let my panelists to give us some solutions, then we wind up the show. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Dennis. It is of great honor that is the youth now leading in the LGBTQ community and in advocating, in promoting, in spreading out all the possible information about the LGBTQ community. So what I can suggest about that, or what my concern is to call more upon the people out there who support different LGBTQ organizations to keep putting much effort to supporting the youth, especially those who have stood up to speak for the rest of the LGBTQ community, to speak for those who are not able to raise up their voices, to speak for those who are still fearing in their communities, those who are having strange laws imposed to them. I think the concerned organizations or individuals who are supporting, they should put and boost the power that is in the youth to spread the news about human rights, the news about, the awareness about respecting human rights, such that even those ones who are far, those ones who are not yet informed, they can get updated and also feel free in our community. That is what I can say by now. Thank you.
Thank you so much, my panelists. Me too, I would love maybe to contribute to the solutions that maybe would improve on the youth and maybe the LGBT community activists. What I can say is all about the global support. We have different organizations within maybe different countries where we came from, and maybe in the country where we are seeking asylum from. If at all they are given that mandate of maybe helping the LGBT community within actually the countries where they do operate from, it would be of great pleasure. At least it would empower the youth, it would motivate them to come up and maybe speak, to come up and maybe talk about actually the LGBT community. If at all you have global support in a way that organizations receive funds from like those other organizations like the UNDP, you find the UNHCR, they're able to support these other minor organizations who are there, who are able to reach out to the youth, whom in case I get any problem, I have where to reach to. It will impact a lot, because through getting that support, you are able to train, you are able to facilitate some youth, you are able to run out some other programs that will empower, that will motivate the youth to come out and speak on behalf of other youth who are unable to come up maybe out of the light to say that maybe I belong to the LGBT community. It will really empower them. Maybe another thing I will talk about is the social cycle support. Actually, we know that there are so many actually LGBT community, mostly the transgender, or who always go. Actually, they already have those actually social cycles. They always have mental illnesses because of the depression they go through, the trauma they go through. But if at all we establish actually health, social support in a way that we know whatever that for them, at least their gender identity is in the community, it is well seen as in easier way than us who are gay, than us who are lesbians. It is easy for them to identify them within the community. But if you have we provide them with social cycle support, like counseling them that it is not the end of the world. It is not whatever people think for them, it is not right. So at least we give them support, we advocate for them through different social media platforms so that they can feel free to fit with the community, so that they are able to come maybe and speak. Like we get people who can speak for them. It will reduce on each and everything that happens within the community, each and everything that happens to them, the depression, the trauma, and the stress that they go through. It will reduce. So I think maybe with that, allow me to stop here so that maybe my colleagues can also.
Thank you very much, Etano. Uh, let me also let our guest of today also to contribute on the solutions of today's topic, the youth and the LGBTQ community.
Actually, what I would want to say about the activists, they are facing a lot of problem, and they risk their life for others in order to put awareness to the community about the lesbians, about the women, about the transgenders. So you find that they risk a lot to an extent that they need to get to road to do advocacy on the roads. You find they are beaten. You find they are beaten. You find sometimes they are arrested. Even some lose their life. So one thing I would want to come out and also urge other people who are out there who can help the activists in order for them to do their advocacy without any trouble from any community, from anyone. At least they can provide platforms, or they can hear them out and also come and go on ground. And then I'll at least put some strict rules on how they should treat us and how they should get on with everything. When you look at where we seek asylum, like me, myself, I'm not in the country where I was born from. I'm in Zambia. So you find that here in Zambia, we are put in one refugee camp. You can hear the noise. They don't give you privacy to do anything and maybe to be online to advocate for other people. So you find that they'll come and attack you, they'll come and do all sorts of things to make sure that you don't reach out to other people to know your awareness. So one thing I can say to any organization that is out there that can help us to get a safe place, to help the youths to reach out to other people, to air out their points. So all we need is a way how to communicate and security. White.
Thank you very much. To add on the solutions from my panelists and my guests, one that I can talk about is more funds to the community. At least if some organizations out there, like the international organizations, that can at least fund the local organizations or the local groups from each country, that at least where the LGBT the LGBT persons belong, at least it can create a good environment to see that at least everyone can come out and say, this, at least more activists, more advocates can come out from that. Because the more you gather, the more you get, uh, how can I call it? The more you interact with people, that the other fear inside you start getting out from you, at least then you also stand on your feet and say, no, this has to stop. I have to be, this is me, so no one can no longer fight for me. I have to fight for myself. So I would at least request that at least if those funds are there, at least to create the empowerment projects for the youth, because we have more people, they don't like us, but we have a lot of creative minds. And the LGBT community, I can say there is a lot of people who are creative. So if at least you at least these international organizations, if they come out and they find some good projects for the youth that can empower them, that can make them busy, that can at least give them what to do, you find that at least more activists, more advocates will be out there to see that at least our community is really growing. So thank you for today. I think that's because of, I think you can hear the environment where we are. So let's stop from here. See you next week on Wednesday. Thank you. Bye bye. Mute.